Afghanistan once had a king who was a water boy. What if I told you Afghanistan once had a king who wasn't born in a palace, a king who wasn't born from royalty, a king who used to carry water on his back for a living? This is the unbelievable story of Bache Saqao, who took Kabul. His real name was Habibullah. He was born in 1890 in a small village north of Kabul called Kalakan. His father, a simple man, a Saqao, a water carrier, that's where the nickname came from. Bache Saqao, the water boy's son. He grew up poor, uneducated, and without any real future. But Habibullah had one thing going for him. He knew how to fight, and he hated those who looked down on people like him. Afghanistan in the 1920s was a country on the edge. King Amanullah Khan was trying to modernize it fast. New laws, less religion, Western clothes, banning the veil, reducing the power of the mullahs. It sparked outrage from conservative rural tribes. The people were angry. The religious scholars were furious. And Bache Saqao saw an opportunity. He became a bandit leader in the mountains. He robbed caravans. He fought the government. To some, he was a criminal. To others, a hero of the poor. In 1929, chaos exploded. King Amanullah was losing control fast. Tribes were rebelling. Cities were burning. And Bache, he marched on Kabul with an army of mountain fighters, poorly trained but full of rage. He seized the capital. A water boy had just overthrown a king. For 9 months, Bache Saqao ruled Afghanistan. He called himself Habibullah Ghazi, still called him the water boy. His government was harsh, brutal, and chaotic. He ruled with fear, looting, executions, revenge killings. Kabul became a city of terror. The educated classes, the elite, the modernizers, they hated him. Even the rural tribes began to turn on him. He was no king. He was a bandit in a palace, but he believed God had chosen him. He restored harsh religious laws and promised to cleanse the country of Western corruption. His downfall came quickly. Muhammad Nader Khan, a former general with British backing, gathered an army of tribal forces from the south. They marched on Kabul. The people, tired of fear, welcomed them. Bache Saqao's fighters melted away. He was captured, dragged through the streets, and executed by firing squad in November 1929. His reign lasted just 9 months. To this day, Bache Saqao divides Afghanistan. Too many Pashtuns, he's remembered as a disgrace, a thief who embarrassed the country. To some Tajiks, he's remembered as a folk hero, the poor man who dared to take power, but history remembers him not as a king, not as a revolutionary, but as a symbol of what happens when chaos lets the wrong people rise, a water boy who sat on the throne and lost it all. Afghanistan's history is full of kings, conquerors, and chaos, but few stories are as strange as Bache Saqao. He rose fast, he ruled in fear, he fell hard, and he left behind a warning. Power without wisdom is never built to last.